What is going on, guys? My name is Cosmo vs. Goku, and welcome to our first ever Journeyman Abridged cast interview. Today, I'm joined by the voices of Naruto Uzumaki and Sakura Haruno themselves, Pythonixx and ShyGhost. Now, before we get started, these interviews are only available in part on YouTube. However, the full interview can be heard exclusively on our Patreon page, over at patreon.com/Journeyman Abridged. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, not bad. Nice to be here.
In your lovely recording studio, in your lovely home.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
no, it's nice to be, here in my own house.
Yeah, we don't have to actually go anywhere.
So, for those that don't know, aside from Naruto and Sakura, who do you guys play?
Well, I also do the voices of Ino and Hinata, as well as a lot of other extras sprinkled out between the series.
And I do a couple of very, very minor voices. They're so minor that I don't actually remember the names of the characters I play, besides Naruto, who is not a minor character.
Are you really? So many lines.
Yeah, a lot.
How's your voice feeling? Because for those that I directed the session with these guys today, how's your voice feeling?
That's pretty fucked. I'm gonna say the least. Can I swear? Is that okay?
Yeah.
We'll just bleep it out. It'll be fine.
No, I'm not even gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my voice gets very hoarse when I'm forced to yell, and unfortunately Naruto screams a lot, so my voice after a recording session becomes very raspy and not nice to listen to.
Yeah, I just remember the recording session when we were recording. We stopped for dinner, and then by the time you got back, I had the flu. So that's probably
that was
the extreme
session
of...
one, wasn't it? Something
Was
like that.
it?
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah,
our first
it
session
was
with
early.
Sakura.
Yeah, really early on, and well, any time after that has been great. So,
So how did you guys get involved?
well, basically, I just remember you reaching out to me personally, just asking, "Hey, do you want to do some voice acting work?" And I thought, "Hey, yeah, I've got some spare time. Fuck it, let's do it."
Yeah, for me, it was kind of similar. I never really expressed any interest in doing voice acting work, but yeah, when you floated the idea, I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And then when you struck gold, if I don't toot my own horn, if you struck gold with my voice, and when that's it, we got to have Naruto. So I was just kind of fell into the whole thing, and it just happened.
Yeah, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that you guys have been perfectly cast in the roles that you have played. And I know that some casting choices have moved around and everything like that, but with how things are finalised in the end, it's been really, really, really successful.
Yeah, definitely.
And everyone always says, I really love the voice of Naruto you've got, I really love the voice of Sakura you've got. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely shows in the episodes that we've watched that have already been released. It definitely shows that we have that chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have incredible chemistry. As to all three of us, of course I play Sasuke, so together we make up Team 7, and we've obviously known each other for many, many years. You guys more than anyone else. And I think that innate chemistry helps us naturally bounce off of each other as Team 7. And it's going to be really interesting to see how that dynamic continues to change and evolve, not just through Part 1, but also through Shippuden as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you guys have any favourite characters that you play?
Well, I mean, I only played the one.
Well, goes for that.
Yeah. I guess I like him. I definitely like my version of him. I've seen a few different iterations, and I definitely love my sassy version of Naruto that I play.
I love his sassiness.
Yeah.
It's just so... a fan once described your version of Naruto as a brash, very Australian, sassy bitch version of Naruto that hits every step of Naruto's characterization in every capacity.
Wow, I haven't heard that before. That's fucking brilliant.
It's a good thing, trust me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to play him like Australian. I try to do... I think we're all trying to do like kind of like a 4Kids dub version of the show.
Amalgamation of like American with a hint of ourselves in it as Australians.
It's more just accents slip through sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So it's not intentional. If he comes out a bit Australian, it's definitely not intentional. But I do like that it's there because some people can hear it and go, it's not just another American project that people are doing. It's nice to have like an international audience and international team.
And putting that culture into it as well in
That's what I
our
was gonna
renditions.
say.
Yeah.
It keeps our identity as well. It sets us apart, like what Pythonixx said, from those content creators in America or those content creators in the UK or anywhere around the world. This is our identity, and every member of the cast is. Every member of the cast? Hang on, I just got to think about this for a minute. Every member of the cast is Australian descended in some capacity.
Yeah.
So to be able to bring that attitude towards playing the characters, like even Sasuke is very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very direct and standoffish, but also very blunt in I really hate all of you except you. You're pretty cool, but I'm gonna fuck you up. Which goes really well against your Naruto, who's like, "Where's Sasuke? I'm gonna fuck you up." Including some lines we recorded today, which I'm gonna be very interested to see how those are taken.
Yes.
I don't mean to exclude.
No.
Exclude you, of course, Ghost, but even your Sakura is very brash in the way that she approaches things, and I think that works really well. And for Team 7, we have to remember as well, all these characters are 12.
Yeah.
So that brashness adds to... I can't remember what it was like to be 12, it was so long ago. But it allows us to help solidify these characters as younger than, say, Kakashi or Gai Sensei. And that's a conversation I have with the voice of Kakashi Hatake, Twisted Flames, whose interview is going to be coming very, very soon.
Nice plug there.
This isn't one and done. He also says that our casting has been really, really effective in that regard. So you guys have done really well with bringing that to life.
Yeah, that's good. Creates that nice age barrier between all the other characters.
Exactly. Like, Team Guy is a year older than everyone else, but we still like to try and keep that consistency, because they are kids. Yeah. And that's why Sasuke's got that line, it's from episode 3, it's, I am 12 years old, Kakashi. 12 years old, or how the way that Naruto pronounces 12. I'm 12. It's fantastic. I love it. So it's a really, really good reflection of that, and hopefully the writing and everything like that helps reflect that as well.
Definitely.
Awesome. I love how the answer we all gave just has barely anything to do with the question that was asked. So
it's gonna happen. It's a flowing discussion.
Yeah, I know, but it just feels like that answer. I feel like that question might come up later. And it's like, well, we've already answered it. So.
Yeah.
If that happens, well, let me know.
Yeah.
Do you have a least favourite character you've played so far? And for you, Ghost, you've got so many characters.
Oh, man.
Do you have a least favourite? Not necessarily one you don't enjoy playing, but just if you had to rank them, who's at the bottom of the list?
For me, it's because I'm just considering playing Naruto as the only character I voice. The other ones are so minor, I'm like, they don't even count. I gotta say, as much as I do enjoy doing the character, Naruto can be fucking annoying to voice sometimes, and so I would say he's, both my favourite and least favourite character to voice.
It's a blessing and a curse. Oh man. All of the voices, in terms of, difficulty to perform, I guess probably Hinata would be, she'd be difficult to voice in a lot of other areas, because it's very easy to have a single tone. But like what I was saying before, with her fight with Neji, she had to reach all of these different, emotional expressions that is really, really hard to do in the voice I've chosen for her.
It's a great voice, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It was the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm just like, no, that's it's how I envision, fawning anime girls, and that's the voice that comes to my head, and just it comes so naturally.
Right.
Exactly right. But yeah, no, in terms of difficulty, I guess, but that wouldn't really, it doesn't really equate to least favorite. Even Ino, she's just so much fun to play. Just laid back and so chill with everything. Such a surfer bro. And Sakura has her ups and downs. Because she's just my normal voice. So it can get boring. It can get unadventurous. So I'd say I enjoy playing them all pretty equally. But if I had to pick one, in terms of drag, I suppose. Yeah, no, it'd probably be Sakura, because, you know, sometimes it can just get very boring and I want to break it up with something more fun and, you know, loose like Ino, or, you know, exciting and different like Hinata.
How does that compare to the characters you're playing? Digimon, Izzy, Mimi, TK, Palmon, Togemon.
See, with the in Digimon, like the voices are so diverse, it is hard to pick a least favorite. Like Togemon does a number on my voice, but like still super fun to play. Again, Mimi, like she reminds me a lot like when I play Ino, very just casual and laid back and just so much fun to play. And whilst Izzy can take a while to get through his lines. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. We'll come back to that.
Yeah. But yeah, even then, like, he's just so much fun to play. But if I had to pick someone, I guess it would probably be like, you know, like Rosemon and Lilymon, just because like they're just so, I don't know.
Minor.
Yeah, they're so minor. They're you know, I can only do so much with them, and you know, not to say that I wouldn't play them, because I still enjoy playing them, but I guess just can't really I can only do so much with you know, with their parts and the voices that we've decided to go with. So yeah, it's not very exciting, a little bit unadventurous, but you know.
Is there any characters you guys wish had been cast as in addition or instead?
I wish I'd been cast as someone who had fewer lines.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm the one who said yes to it, so...
Yeah, but then you'll be in my position where you play like all the characters.
No, I want one character.
Yeah.
That's
Place
it.
all the things.
Yeah. Who do I play? Oh, I think we have discussed this before. Zabuza would have been so fun to play.
Okay, but you can't say that without doing the voice.
Oh, man.
You've got to do the
Took
voice.
the words right out of my mouth. What does Zabuzama Mochi, as played by ShyGhost,
Oh,
sound like?
Oh man,
Don't worry, what? Get into character.
gotta get into character. What should I say? Give me a line.
Yeah, just give it one of Zabuza's lines.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't bring any scripts for Zabuza. Hang on, let me just quickly open up a Zabuza script.
Or if I could just introduce myself as I'm Zabuzama Mochi.
Yeah,
One of the legendary swordsmen or something.
Yeah, okay.
My name is Zabuzama Mochi. Look at my big ass sword.
You have not done that voice in over a decade, I think.
And I can tell you exactly why. It's because my voice is so sore now.
Yeah, I'll get you. There you go.
Gotta wash it down with some.
That was incredible.
This is not water, this is champagne
Yes.
she's drinking, so...
We're having a very professional. I'm drinking coffee, Ghost is drinking champagne, and Pythonixx is, doesn't have a drink.
Drinkless.
Stop shortening my username.
Pythonixx.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry.
I keep hearing thought, and I'm just like, I
Be
don't
gone,
like this.
Excuse you.
It works for some. Like, you can call Rach Ghost. Am I allowed to say your real name?
Absolutely not. How dare you? That's it. You're fired.
Yay. I'm free.
Yes, do!
What was the question?
What
Did
would
you ask
rather
a new
play?
question?
Yeah, I was asking if there's any characters you wish had been cast as instead.
Oh, okay, I thought we moved on after Rach did the voice.
No, I hadn't asked a question after that.
Man, my voice is still wrecked after that. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't get cast as Zabuza. I would not last long.
Yeah, you could
No,
get
that's-
you get half a sentence in and be like, yeah, I got to rest for 2 days.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just getting the call from Impolite Pie.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Love
Alright.
you.
Love you.
Hi everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Those that don't know, we are married.
Aww.
Yeah, it's disgusting. No, it's a very good thing. I very much like being married. So sorry, we got off topic. So what is the meaning of your screen name, ShyGhost and Pythonixx? Where do they come from?
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I like snakes, and I'm a child of the 90s and early 2000s, so obviously, you know, when you're creating your MySpace account, you got to put those X's in there.
Yeah.
So
Hardcore goth.
I had a lot of X's in my usernames during the early 2000s and 2010s, and as I matured and realized that was a little bit cringe, as the children say, I decided, I'll take the name Python and then, just kind of make a little ending with those X's in it. And I just thought, there we go, that sounds pretty cool. So I just kind of use that as my screen name for pretty much everything now.
Nice.
Well, for ShyGhost, that was a little bit more, I guess it has a bit more of a deeper meaning, because, when Tumblr still existed and was popular.
In the dark ages.
In the dark ages, exactly.
Oh, it's still there. It just doesn't have any porn on it anymore.
Then what's the fucking point anymore? No. When I first made my Tumblr, when that was big and popular, I noticed that most of the popular accounts gained their popularity. A lot of the girls on the account just gained their following because they were, posting selfies and pretty pictures of themselves. And I thought, well, no, I'm gonna gain a really strong following in spite of all of that, and just made it a purpose for my internet presence to avoid showing my face and essentially just being a ghost on the internet. Well, I never gained that following. But
hopefully you will after this.
Yeah, well, exactly. But yeah, it just kind of stuck around, and I really liked the just the cryptidness of it. I'm a big fan of the dark art styles and stuff, and morbid curiosity. So it was just fun to play around with, and it just kind of stuck with that.
Do you guys have a favourite scene you've done? It doesn't have to be something to release, it can be something in the future.
Oh, I think for me, so far, probably the scene in the... Look, I'm going to be honest, I don't really know much about the series arc names. I will just describe what happens. The fight scene between Naruto and Kabuto when they're trying to recruit Tsunade. I think that was funny. That was really fun to do.
I can't wait for everyone to see your work in that episode.
Yeah, I really enjoyed recording that.
That's fucking phenomenal. And whilst we are doing a parody, there are certain scenes that we want to do justice to the original work, and that fight scene is one of those points where we did it justice, I think.
Yeah, and I hope it I haven't seen it yet in its completed form, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay. Favorite scene. For Sakura, it would definitely be her fight. Oh, her fight in the Forbidden Forest. Forbidden Forest.
That's what we called it.
Yeah.
Forest of Death.
There we go.
Yeah, Forbidden Forest is Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
the Forest of what?
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. It's the Forest of what? Just when Sakura cuts her hair, and
Yes.
it's such a good scene in the show itself, but I think even just watching our abridged satire version of it, we still managed to keep all the really important elements, and I literally get chills when we watch our version of it, and it's just really nice to see Sakura's development as a not just a useless bystander for the group. She was literally in charge of taking care of Naruto and Sasuke when they were knocked out, and she really proved herself. And for Hinata, because it's a tie, it really is a tie between the two. Hinata would be her fight with Neji, because it's that nice separation between her just fawning over Naruto, and
it's such a pivotal scene in the series as well. So
definitely, because all we know about Hinata is that she likes Naruto, and it's definitely zooming that camera out and just going, hey, she actually has much more to her character than, oh, she likes Naruto-kun.
Yeah, and it's the love interest.
Yeah, exactly. She's much.
Yeah,
and we're really demonstrating that she is more than that. And it was such a powerful fight scene. It was just really enjoyable to watch, and just really, really enjoyable to do.
And Hinata's voice and the way that you portray Hinata works so well against Christopher's portrayal of Neji.
It's like complete contrast, like a yin and yang, if you will.
Yeah, well, that's their thing, really.
Yeah.
It's part of their it's part of the Hyuga's whole shtick.
Yeah.
But even though we cut a lot of that fight, by the time we still got the essence of that fight, whether it was 8 trigrams uterus punch, or, Hinata talking about her ninja way, which is the first time any of our characters have mentioned an Indo. It really is one of my favourite scenes that Hinata's in, even to this day, and I've seen scenes way later.
Yeah.
So that's completely understandable you'd enjoy that scene.
Thank you so much for listening to our first ever cast interview. We hope you enjoyed this insight into the world of Journeyman Abridged. And remember that the full interview can be heard exclusively on our Patreon page. And thank you so much to our friend Curly Sparklebud, who so kindly illustrated our avatars, which you've been able to see in this video. Be sure to check out her artwork and so much more at Curly Sparklebud on Twitter. We'll see you in the next one coming in November, when I sit down with the voice of Kabuto Yakushi, Might Guy, and Tai Kamiya, MPC.